What's up guys, Harry here, known as Trade Sharp. Welcome back to this video today where I give you daily updates on Ethereum and Bitcoin. Be sure to be subscribed so you can get these updates. I keep them short and sweet, very to the point. We use price action and a very few indicators, so if you find that interesting, definitely stick around. So without further ado, let's get into it and look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin here is kind of on a dump, to be honest, and we did get up and break, and I'm wondering if we did break that 4 hour. We did break the 4 hour. Now, as I was expecting, uh, I was expecting if we did break this area here that has been held yesterday, I did say that I wanted it to come higher and hoped for it to break this $35,000 level here, but we didn't. We actually came to this wick here, which was my first target right here, because this was on simple price action, right? Because you can see we have made a minor resistance here, and when we came and tapped that resistance, we did get rejected. But I didn't think that that a 4 hour closure would get affected by a minor resistance. I thought that we would retest at least this area here for it to either reject or break above, but obviously that wasn't the case, and we got completely sold back into. I personally think this is a bit of market manipulation. A lot of people went long here, or they went long on the breakout and immediately got stopped out, hoping to catch this move all the way back up to past all-time high. I think that's the real reason, but definitely, was a take profit area, this area here, in terms of price action. But I didn't think that, this was governed 2 times and we did get the breakout. So I really thought that I would at least come back and test that, but it didn't. And, I was wrong about that. But that's okay, at least we did get that move back up to this minor resistance. Now we know that Bitcoin likes to play off minor resistance, and we'll keep that in mind for next time. But looking at what happened here, we did create a resistance within a range here. We had no resistance here, like so. And what happens is we actually created a support here. We closed below that support. Where's our take profit? Will be at the bottom of this resistance, and we can see we just tapped that now. And of course, as price action follows, when we have tapped that resistance, we're getting a bounce. So I do like to see that we haven't closed below. As long as we're not closing below this resistance, then it looks okay, and it kind of looks like we are in an uptrend here. You can see pretty clearly that there is some sort of support here. Now if we do break that, it's actually forming an upwards trend on the top as well. If I can, yeah, it looks like it. There is some sort of trend forming like this. So if we do break that trend based on price action, breaking it would bring us down probably to about here, just 28.5 to 29. Just looking at how it is forming, but as long as we're holding this $30,000 level, I'm not very worried. But let's look at momentum. Let's first look at the higher time frames. So daily looks like it wants to sell back down based on price action. We did not close yesterday, so not technically, it's not confirmed. So we could this could just be a wick fill, which is very likely. We could just get a fill, but I would have wanted to see the daily close below this point here for me to for it to sell back down here. But it does look like it does want to sell at least back down to 30,000, which looking at momentum, we're still crossed to the downside. So to cross up, it needs to close today above 30,000, so highly likely. So that might get tested. Looking at the 4 hour, we are crossing down. Yeah, this is looking more likely now. 2 hour down. 1 hour might be up. Yeah, it's pretty much stagnant. It's in a decision point. It might want to give a little bit peak up to here. But if we do break, I do look for maybe us to come back down and test that 30,000. And that's a crucial level to hold. I mean, we could even come down today. We could see a massive dump, and we could come down and close a wick here. Might do one of these wicks just based off one of these. Just based off a 4 hour breakage of this trend here. If we do get a 4 hour breakage of here, something like that, imagine that's a candle. Yes, we have circular candles in Bitcoin. I mean, then we might see another wick like that. But as long as we're not closing below here, I don't see any problems. 4 hour would be very scary. 4 hour closure below here gives me immediate, not immediate, but it gives me first signs like, all right, we're coming lower, 26 and below. 12 hour is even stronger. So it's definitely something to watch out. Ethereum can actually end up holding Bitcoin up. So we'll go have a look at Ethereum now. And looking at Ethereum here, we'll go to my charts. Ethereum is at a crucial support level as well, which is holding here. This is probably clear on the 1 hour. You know, you could call this a type of head and shoulders, but I don't really think it's a head and shoulders, to be honest. I just see this as a crucial support area because we have no resistance here. Breaking below here, very simple. Come back down to test here, which will bring us to 62. Looking at a higher time frame like the daily, we can see that, looking at the daily here, we clearly have, let's delete all of these boxes. It's annoying. So looking at the daily here, we do have an uptrend here that's pretty nice and clear. Looking at momentum, it is crossing down, so we do need to close today above 272. If we don't, then I look for us to, I look for us to come back down and retest this line, to be honest. But what would be a very clear indicator for me is if we do take out either this previous wick today, which will drive targets back down to where I was saying around this area here, maybe even back below. This is an area of support here. Or if we actually close below this level of support right here, that would bring me targets back down to here. And that probably implies us coming down even lower. But, you know, we're coming in probably around, you know, 1,175. But as long as we're not breaking this lower, about 1,150, I would say. I mean, just as long as we're holding this trend line, I don't have any issues with this chart, to be honest. We are forming some sort of top here, so you could see this as a triangle, you know, and if we do break above, then obviously the targets are good. Taking a measured move, let's just see if this lines up. Remember, guys, I drew this from my Fibonacci. These are drawn for my Fibonacci. So let's see if this lines up with any of the Fibonacci's, and it doesn't. It's just giving a target to 1,700. So we'll see which one actually plays out. I'll just keep these on to see if they actually play out or not. But, you know, let's look back into the lower time frames for Ethereum. This is crucial to hold. I do think it gets a bounce here. You know, if we do actually break this level, you know, it is quite troublesome, to be honest, especially closing below here. But again, we could just test this trend line, right? Looking at momentum, we are down on the 1 hour. Don't like to see that. 2 hour down. Might cross up if we closing in 1 hour. If we can maintain above here, that would look good. Same for the 1 hour. Maintain above here, that would also look good. 2 hour, not good. 4 hour, not good. Oh, 4 hour has a long way. So this has some way to travel. Daily, I just want to look at daily. Daily is having this very strong trend line coming in from here. If you look at this is more of a regression, to be honest, but we are testing it, so this could be a chance for the daily Stokes to get a turn up. This is more of a regression, not a trend line. So I would like to see us, yeah, it would be good if we can close today above 1,272. If we do break this regression, then I am looking for a lot lower prices. And definitely if we take out this last low on a daily closure, then I'm looking for us to trade back down, you know, straight to 700. Bounces along the way. Bounces where I've drawn all these resistance, especially at 900. I think this gets a nice bounce here. Not so much here, not so much here, but next big area is here, 752, and then we can talk about maybe it basing here. But that comes in with Bitcoin. You know, it's hopefully we do close today above 1,272. That's what I'm going to keep my eyes on. With that being said, I'll leave you with that. Remember, guys, take care, trade sharp, and see you tomorrow.